Let's go to our phone lines. And I guess Infinity Rush from the Ferry server called back. What's going on, Infinity Rush?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good,
hey, don't make
great.
Fun of my, don't make fun of my phone service, De Niro. That's cold.
What's up, man?
I want to talk to you guys about these lovely dungeons that Square-Enix are putting up for us to run through. Which they look beautiful at times, especially if you're the first time player. But like over time, the hardcore players, we're looking for something too, right? I think you talked about it a couple of episodes back where we do forward boss fight, forward boss fight,
yep.
forward boss fight, done. I had to rehearse that. But there could be so much more that could be given to us as hardcore players with this burn. Okay, put a doggone treasure map in there. How about that? How about you put a few treasure maps in there, expand that bad boy?
I like that idea.
Give us something, because I've just the same. I've been going on, and then I'd be off, and then I'd be on again, and I'd be off again, and it's like, okay, give me a reason to play this game besides, all right, I caught up on the patch and now I'm done. I guess I'll go twiddle my fingers. And I know that's what Yoshida-san, he kind of gave that out, like, hey, this is a game that you can kind of go back and forth on, but like, keep me in the game, buddy. I pay for this sub. Keep me in the game.
No, I'm 100% with you there. And it's frustrating because as a veteran MMO player, and I'm not just talking as a veteran FF14 player, but just someone who has played MMOs for the better part of my adult life, is that I only want one MMO. I don't want to juggle MMOs.
Oh, please.
I want one MMO that meets all of my needs as an online,
as a male,
as an online gamer.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, and it's and I understand that that's kind of lofty to ask anyone to right. Go out there and do. But the thing about it is that like, I think that saying like, oh well, there's so many MMOs, you could go play a few of them. That's a really bad way of justifying low output of content or bad output of content.
Exactly. And not only that. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and more than that is look at how predictable the content has become. Even in the abstract, we here as a podcast have called so many different things time and time again. It's just going to be another hallway with a circle boss room, hallway with a circle boss room. It's not. Yep. That's not a judgment that's based on the show. That is just observation of the way that Square Enix presents its content in FF14. So it's not entirely FF14's fault that it's gotten stuck in this rut, but the developers have not done a good enough job of pulling it out of the rut, righting the ship for the majority of the players, which at this point are veteran players. You cannot tell me
subscribers.
Yeah, right. 14 million subscribers. You can't, but like, you can't tell me that the majority of this game isn't sitting at fucking level cap. Every census that we've ever had out of this game tells us that the majority of people who are playing are sitting at level cap. That means that you are not expanding the game for the majority of the people. You're trying to expand your base so that more people try it out. And I think that has been the wrong way to develop an MMO that's in its third expansion cycle. And now that we're going into our fourth expansion cycle, I really like, one of the things I need to hear from Square Enix at FanFest is that they are going to be dedicating themselves to making content for people who have been playing this game longer than a couple of months. That's going to be a really key thing for me, at FanFest, and that's something I want to hear out of Square Enix. So I mean, the dungeons could be so much more. You know, you have an opportunity to introduce mechanics and even map designs inside of dungeons that are interesting and engaging and layered, and yet they don't, right? Like, how do we have overworld zones that are some of the most uniquely designed zones in all of MMOs, but yet every dungeon, every single dungeon that we have in this game, except for 1,000 Maws of Toto Rock, is a total hallway circle room boss fight. Hallway circle room boss fight. There's no variability to the path. There's no decision that the players have to make. It's incredibly monotonous.
It's like I'm playing Final Fantasy X.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say they could do something as simple. Hell, look at some of these mobile games they got out here. The Temple Run. Why don't you have a boss chase us right back to the entrance, for example? That would be kind of interesting. Kind of weird. I know,
but
not
just
Final
different.
Fantasy
I just want different.
Scale, but I mean, be different.
Right.
Yeah, it's just something different.
Right.
We had to run from Tonberries before, those big giant Tonberries. That was a different mechanic. They haven't done anything.
Problem is, guys, even if they do something different one time, after you've done it 3 or 4 times a day, all week long, week after week after week, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah, but if you do 80 different things, then the whole game feels different.
It does. And again, Elder Scrolls Online is really good about that. Like, the way that they vary their dungeon designs between dungeons, some of them are zones, and you have, you know, complete autonomy to decide which boss you want to take on first, right? And like once you beat 3 of the bosses, the 4th boss room unlocks, you know, like, or dungeons that double back around on themselves where it feels like, hey, you're in a zone, you go complete one objective, come back to a previous room, and suddenly that room's a boss room, right? Like, it's little shit like that Square Enix could do that would take it away from the monotony of hallway, boss room, right?
Yeah,
like,
and that's not even a big thing, but just to start little by little doing things like that would do wonders for motivation of doing content.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right. Infinity Rush, you have anything to add before we let you go?
No, thank you guys. I love to listen to you guys when I'm on the road because it's about the only time I get to listen to you guys. I just was fortunate enough to listen to you guys now. So just thanks for what you do and keep on doing it.
Thanks, Infinity Rush. We appreciate it. Any shout outs before we let you go, man?
I'm going to shout out to myself because I don't know who else to shout out to. Thank you guys too.
That's what's up. Thanks, Infinity Rush. We appreciate it.